Guys that are 4 and 5 got to step up and be 1 and 2, and then we lost DJ early in the season. I guess the impressive part of this group for me is how they went about, and Scott Pagano and Christian Wilkins, Rod Byers stepped up, when we didn't have DJ. And then he comes back at mid-season and has really jumped right back in, where he's been, and has been a great addition for us at that point in time, because here's a fresh guy. But probably one of the most impressive things is a guy like Christian come in as a freshman as much as he's been able to contribute and learn what to do. That's the thing of a guy getting comfortable and being a good player is understanding what to do so you have confidence about to do it. But he's brought a lot to the football team by being able to contribute to that group.
You guys have really been able to kind of have that two-deep rotation with Watkins, Reader, and Pagano, and Wilkins. How much does that help these guys when they keep them fresh and rotate them in and out?
Well, that's kind of been my MO wherever I've gone, and you have to convince the head coach of that early, because everybody, hey, why we ain't got the best players in the game? Well, those guys are good enough, and we were fortunate to win a national championship in Tennessee when I coached. And I was saying I didn't really care. I had 4 guys, and I didn't know which one was game. The 5th guy was a young guy that played some, so I've always tried to do that and trying to develop that here. And a year ago, Deshaun and Grady might start, Josh and Grady might start. Carlos started ahead of those guys that are playing in the NFL right now, and DJ has also. So that's kind of been, I think you got to do that where my guys play. It's as tough a place as there is on the football team, just because you get pounded. I mean, we don't deal with one blocker. We're going to deal with 2 or 3 most every play, and so you can get worn out, then all of a sudden you don't have your best players in the 4th quarter when you need them to win the game. So I think it's critical that you develop depth and be able to play.
I know you didn't have DJ for half the year. Him and Roger being seniors, what kind of leadership have they provided for that group?
They've provided a lot. Roderick Byers is an unspoken, guys don't know what he's contributed to this football team. Starts on 2 or 3 special teams and just brings a lot to the room. And it's not a big deal if he plays 20 plays or plays 10 plays with him. I know he'd love to play 40 plays, but he understands his role, and he really does a great job. He's a much better player than he's ever been. He's a 5th-year senior. We moved him over. This time last year, he really helped our offense. And for that guy to come back and do what he's done, and I think it just speaks volumes of what DJ Reader's all about. When a guy misses half the season, then he's elected the team captain by his peers. That's pretty strong, and so I think both of them, and DJ obviously has brought a lot back. We all saw what he was able to do against Miami and getting back in the mix and all that kind of thing. So both of those guys as seniors bring a lot to my room, and they've brought a lot to our football team.
Thanks so much, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coach, what's it like for you having so many big personalities in your room?
That's always different, and you have to kind of mold those. But my guys are great. I've just been so blessed to have good people, and that kind of deal. But really have, when you've had the Jarvis Jenkins and Brandon Thompsons and Rennie Moores and Cumbies and Chavis when I first came here, to this group going through Grady and Deshaun and that group, and now every group's kind of got their own little MO. But I think the thing this year, those guys, everybody wants to talk about what's gone. We still got players. We're still going to play the game. And so I think that kind of little sand under your craw. But I think that a guy like DJ brings a lot to the room. But what it says a lot is what Rod Byers and Carlos did as far as for the room when DJ's gone for a while. And so that brought a lot. And Scott Pagano kind of brings his own leadership qualities to the whole group. He's got great charisma or whatever, but we got a bunch of guys that get along and a bunch of guys that kind of respect the whole process. So it's been good. It's fun to kind of try to mold that chemistry every year.
On a non-serious note, all of the players say that out of the coaches, you have the best dance moves in your cowboy boots.
They're not going to see much of me. All the problems I've had here with an Achilles and then replacing the knee and all that. But anyway, I enjoy my boots. That's about all I wear, so I enjoy them. But I do. I have a bunch of great guys, and this football team, that's the culture Coach Sweeney's created.
Thanks, Coach.